wonderful to see some of those folks on the other side. I'm on Ustream right now, so I'm actually going to record this so that it will be there and then I can YouTube it. That's the idea. But all the other things I cannot YouTube it. Here I think I only need to press one button to actually YouTube to put it into YouTube. At least that was the case before IBM took over. So now this site is all IBM. What is the mark on my shirt? There's no mark on my shirt. Really? You see? Oh, okay. This line. Oh, okay. That's the way it is. See, when I'm actually in light, it can adjust a little. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually have a quick recording on this to test the LonelyPoet.org site. So I'm going to try to see how this can be done in Poetry Show. The Poetry Show with Lonely Poet is where Facebook is dominating for me because I can do a live show from almost any corner. I'm going to have to find a substitute for that, a backup plan, because I'm calling Facebook guys, really bad names. Even today I said, okay, I call them perverts and all, I said, stop wagging. Stop wagging and start looking at paying customers' requirements. See, that's what I am actually telling them. I know that actually, because today morning, I actually promoted according to all the help they can give from, Facebook. Facebook have a help community or something like that, support community. When you actually make a complaint, or report something, they actually come back. I may have to go soon. They may have. They will come back with this help community. They used to have that. Now they have a business page. Even if I put anything there, they don't respond. So now the community that used to do help, they are gone. So all these ex-community members will actually say this, that, and all the other things. They're like, when there is a problem and there is multiple solutions, pretty much sure none of the one solution will work. You may have to combine one solution with or part of one solution with part of another solution. And the problem right now is which part to be combined for a specific problem is not known. So in every possible way, Facebook themselves don't know what to do. So here is a massive website which is now becoming a big piece of shit. Okay, big piece of shit, and they don't know how to fix the problems within their own algorithms, because the algorithms fucking became so fucking long they cannot fucking fix any fucking shit. That's what I'm going through. Okay, motherfuckers, you guys are sitting there and laughing at me. You need to get into my shoe and then start looking at it. Okay, then you will understand that this is fucking shit ass bitch. Okay, so I'm actually moving my show out of Facebook. Okay, and I'm going to actually put my show where the heck I want to do. If none of these motherfuckers are allowing me to do any show, okay, then I will do it on my own. I'm going to buy a fucking mainframe and put it in here, if that's what it takes for me to do show. But the Lonely Poet is not going anywhere. Lonely Poet is here to stay. Lonely Poet is going to come after you. Okay? I will beat you all, because I have survived all these guys. I existed before all these guys. Okay? I'm still here. There were 100,000 trolls on me when I was on Blog TV. Okay? I survived them. Where are the other Blog TV show guys? They all survived. All the people who survived, they are still doing good. You know why? We are bloggers. Okay? We are writers. We have a talent of our own. We are not talentless people who are sitting here doing nothing. Our talent goes beyond Facebook or computers or internet. Our talent goes beyond all that. Okay? So you can't touch us. Okay? You can't touch us. Even there are people even try to threaten me physical harm. Isn't it? In Blog TV, when I was doing Blog TV shows, people were actually threatening me physical harm. Where are they? Where are they? I buried them. That's what I do. Now, what are we going to do? I'm trying Ustream right now. If Ustream don't work, I have YouTube. If YouTube don't work, then I'm actually preparing a site of myself. This is what it's all about. This broadcast is going into lonelypoet.org. Lonelypoet.org. If you go there, you probably will be able to see this show. That's why I'm recording this show in there. Now, my live shows can go into an incredibly explosive scenarios like what just happened. Okay, it can go into explosive situation where I actually explore and call you names, call my viewers names, call other people names. I don't care a fuck about anybody. Okay, I'm not a polite guy. I'm an impolite guy. You want to live with me? You want to survive me? You want to be friends with me? Start living with me. Start being friendly to me. You don't actually dictate things to me because I don't dictate anything to you. Okay? If you want to be a friend of me, you look into my eye and stand eye to eye and talk to me as a human being. That's how you do things. Okay? That's the key in this. That's one of the main key in this. Now, I don't care about corporate America. Just because a guy have $5 billion in his pocket, he's not going to dictate things to me. Okay? I may not even have $5 in my pocket. I don't care about how much money I have in my pocket. But what I care about is, do you care about me? If you care about me, start talking to me. Okay? Now I'm pretty much done with all this corporate American shit. The day Facebook actually went IPO, I am pretty sure this is going to happen. I actually predicted in a show in Ivy Log. There was a website called Ivy Log. The only problem between me and Ivy Log is I cannot record anything and put it there. Because if I do a show, then I have to record in Facebook and leave it there. So I have to do it in two different places. Right now I'm doing it in two different places. But that place also where I'm doing the others, bulletin board, where I'm actually posting this, they have their own chat. Their problem is they cannot record either. They don't have the servers to do it. So this recording, if it is just my own recording, it is my own site, there is no problem. So I'm actually checking the scripts, the various scripts available which I can load. And it will be just myself. I'm not going to add a lot of customer. You cannot even, it will be a chat you can add, but you cannot create an account and you cannot start broadcasting there. If you want to chat with me, you can chat with me. Otherwise, you don't have to chat with me. You can just watch the show, enjoy the show, and go out and have fun. Okay? And if you are like Facebook support, stupid perverts, you can start wanking looking at me or dreaming about some other fat ass bitch. I don't care. Okay? That's what this is all about. Okay? Enjoy the rest of the show, the shows that are going on there. I want to do a quick update and I'm going to bump out. Okay? Alright, you guys have a fantastic day. I'm actually about to go for, I don't know, people said tailgating. I'm not tailgating, because I don't have a tail to gate. I don't have any more tails to gate. But I'm going for a, Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs game. That game is at about 7 o'clock. Before that, I may head out. I have some work to do at the bank. I'm actually preparing for that. I need to prepare some paperwork for that. So I stop by the bank, and then if I have enough time, I will go to the coffee shop and sit there. The coffee shop thing is just sit there, look around. There are a lot of, different kinds of people, families, lovers, kids, young teenagers to 80-year-old people. They all come there. They move around. I hardly ever talk to anyone because I don't need to. I can just need to sit there, listen, and observe. There's a lot of life happens around, and that's a plan. That actually relieves all these kind of intense emotions and everything that comes into it. But I am clearly telling you, I am moving out of Facebook. I'm done with this shit, because this once they gone to Wall Street and built their own server farms and all those things, and now they think they are invincible. They can do whatever they want with people. The customers who are added them, they are addicted to this. I'm not. I even long time back when they actually started, they were like what? Same like their timeline where you can only post like 140 characters. Same like Twitter. I think it was not 140, it's a little more, I think, or less. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But at that time I said, okay, I cannot post anything. I cannot use this thing. Then they actually brought it all bigger. I'm not blaming them. This software is awesome. I love that. I don't have any hatred for it. But when you are paying for something and you are trying to promote your post, and when you have a complaint and there is nobody to listen to, I pay money and I don't have anybody to talk to me, why should I pay them? Why don't I take my money and take it to a place where I can promote my posts or promote my poems, uh, where people can really talk to me? Somebody can talk to me, or even if you don't talk to me by phone or anything, at least when I actually report a problem, fix it, or tell me how to fix it. If there is no response coming from them, there's no point in paying for this thing. Then that's what makes it a big. This is like old IBM. In old times, IBM was like this. In the early late 70s, early 80s, IBM had this massive infrastructure, which is their big iron mainframes. I'm a mainframe programmer. The reason why the mainframe people hated mainframe was they don't support. And even if you want to call them and get a support thing, support ticket open, they have like 50,000 different questions which nobody can answer. Nobody can answer this question because you have one problem. They will go through the up and down about what is this, what is that. I have seen the support tickets opening with IBM main. I was like, when you go, here is my problem. Okay, you identify what the fuck is wrong with your computer and tell me how to fix this problem rather than asking me about 100,000 different problems. That doesn't work. You need to either your operating system have serious flaw in it, or your computers have serious flaw in it, or you have no idea about what it is. That was the issue with IBM. Nobody clearly knows what the heck is this. Okay? And they failed. Eventually, by year 1998, when I came to United States, nobody wanted to even use the mainframe. They were like, can we get rid of this thing? Can we think this is this big guy? Look at this computer, man. It's like a refrigerator sitting there, but it works. But now the impact of a mainframe is coming back. Even I myself hated mainframes. I hated programming with mainframes because this thing takes a lot of time to build things up, and once you build everything, the business need have already changed. Now that's what the business is. It comes. Recently, I just read an article on Reuters. What they were saying is, okay, the computer programming need to be revisited. The whole computerization to computer science need to be revisited and looked upon from a different perspective because of all these security flaws that are making it falling apart. Briefly telling, that's one of the questions, one of my authors asked me, because I am a technical guy. I don't want to go through many of the technical parts of this because you guys are authors. And on a weekday when you are sitting in the afternoon and you don't want to hear any technical jargons. But some people it's a relief. What I am saying is, see, in old times it was all centralized into one computer, like a massive mainframe that serves all over the world. You can link it to it and do whatever you want. But of course, there was no worldwide link. At that time, it was pretty much citywide link, region-wide, and then they actually connect that region to another region. So that's how they built the network. Then it became so huge. Now we need the internet. The moment you go into the internet, this whole thing becomes open. So how do we actually close that? That's there is a massive structural change needed at this point. We understand the flow. This flow, long time back, many people have written. I have read a lot about these flows on the internet because it can open up your computer to all kind of vulnerabilities. Forget about virus. Virus is coming one side. Hackers can get into it, and leave, this something. It's not a virus. It's like a malware or things like that, and they can leave it there. They will actually gather the information and send it to them at their convenience. So to change that, looks like we may have to fall back. We have a model to fall back, which is you need to take the structural part of the mainframes. It's not like bringing the old mainframe back. That's out of question. It's too expensive, too cumbersome, too weird to really do the programming, and it's completely. But you need to go and study that and say how they actually protected it, how close they were. We may have to mimic that to close down the loopholes of the internet. I'm not saying to close down the internet, even though earlier I think that's what exactly it came out from my mouth. No, I'm saying there are loopholes where your protocols are open to these vulnerabilities. That can be closed using old technology rather than reinventing the wheel. The wheel is already there. What we need is the wheel to be in a different, what do you say, temper? You understand what I mean? It need to be completely going, because the road that is you're passing is has changed completely. So you need to. I have no idea how did this happen, but it happened. But what I'm actually saying is I'm still in Ustream. I'm still recording. So in LonelyPoet.org will be having this. So what I'm saying is when we actually structurally fix this problem, we need to come to a point where the data is centrally managed. The distributed system, which was a relief from mainframes and centralized databases, see, it expanded to a place where it cannot be controlled. This is all coming down to a one word: controlling. Who controls the data and how that controlling happens. Unless and otherwise you can control this, yeah, there you go. Yeah, control this data, there's absolutely no way you can secure that data, because security is controlling. Without control, there is no security. Without security, there can be control. Hackers will be controlling. Right now, that's what's happening. You see, in Milwaukee, I live in Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, the health department, there is some virus that's sitting there, and it's actually a ransomware. In Georgia, state of Georgia, almost the entire computer system is down because of some malware. Some ransomware guy is sitting there with his ransomware running and saying, "Phew, shit, man, I'm not going to give you anything, any data, or no data access." And they are using papers right now, old style paperwork, to actually get emergency things done. The rest of the things, they cannot use their computer system because it's all held by some ransomware guy. He need to be paid to get this system released. That's where things are right now. To stop that, we need to have control over that. Otherwise, somebody else will control it. When you distributed and broken it up, that control had gone. Your control of so the centralization part should be there. You need to bring that structure back. Then, how you program it to actually get this centralized part into a distributed system is something which needs some sort of a new invention. That's where you need, the programming is where you need reinvention, because you can cluster the databases, make data more controllable and secure. To avoid this spill off, there is another way you can actually go through this, but that is too much of a technical thing. I don't want to go into that. It might take about an hour for me to say that. But it is still possible. There are other possibilities where you can control the data. Microsoft, Oracle Corporation, and the open source, MySQL, database guys, they need to come together. See, they are bleeding out there. Oracle Corporation, Microsoft, and the open source, all these guys are bleeding out there. They have no idea how to stop these things. They need to come together in this. There is a consensus needed here, and they need to come together and go into a war footing to fix this problem, because this problem was created by Microsoft and Oracle Corporation and this data, distributed databases. That they created this mess. You see, the origin of this thing is first of all distributing this system. I'm not saying IBM mainframes existing today would not have. There would have been a way people broken into it, but nobody broken into an IBM mainframe. That's a record. Nobody hacked into a mainframe because they closed everything. Everything is locked out. So you cannot get in there. It's like a Fort Knox, dealing with it. But is that what you want? No, we don't want a Fort Knox, okay? But we want our data to be secure. Only the necessary data will be read by people. How do you do this? I know how to do it. I'm a programmer, but I don't want to sit here and talk about it. I'm a poet. Right now, people are talking about poetry. Okay. Yeah, the name I actually said, I think this already gone to, I don't know what time. I cannot see any timings here. Quickly, okay. I think on top 19 minutes. Okay, very quick. I'm going to say before 20. Maybe we'll close it at 20. Very quickly, what we are talking about is the murder or diarmiltare. That's the name of the series. The first series itself is the murder of diarmiltare. When you read those things, it's going to come out in one book. Okay, in one book. It's a book. There is no. I'm not going to release even one point.